Hey everyone, this is Buddy back with another video, and I did a video over the best editing software for starting YouTubers if you want to check that out. But in this video we're going to focus on Adobe Premiere Elements, the 14th version if you were wondering, because that's the one I have and edit on usually. But let's get into it and see what it's all about. So starting off, you've got 3 different modes you can choose from, the quick, guided, or expert modes. And really this is the best starting to get into editing. So the quick kind of simplifies it all until you're ready to go up to the expert mode, which kind of opens it up a little bit more and you have a little bit more freedom of moving stuff around and creating. Guided helps you kind of learn the ins and outs of Photoshop, kind of where stuff is, how to do some stuff, how to let the program do stuff for you. It has a lot of auto select this, auto select that. Lots of different features and stuff. You just have to go out and find it. Some features are kind of hidden and you got to think out of the box of how am I going to make this the way I want to think about it. But a lot of the features in this one are in Adobe Premiere Pro. Pro is just more of a professional editing software that's kind of geared towards the people that want everything and every tweak possible for their video. Now you can still get tons of nice stuff like along the bottom, tons of tools like motion tracking, freeze frames, mixing your audio, transitions, really nice transitions that provide some cool effects. The text effects has a lot of great stuff, rendering lightning, different lighting effects, color correction, you name it basically. It's got great effects that you just drag and drop onto the timeline. Audio doesn't really suffice, and neither does graphics. You won't really use those too much because it doesn't have a great amount of features in it. It's just there. I mean, there's not a great selection of stuff. You'll just end up downloading from the internet. You can pretty much adjust everything, use a lot of keyframes to do some interesting and cool effects if you want. But yeah, the more you do, the more, I guess I would say, unstable it is if you have a lower end PC. But if you have a higher end PC, as long as you kind of watch your limits and keep that task manager up on the side, you'll be totally fine. The more stuff you do, the more it slows it down, obviously, but you can get to the point that you can't even render it because you've rendered just too much garbage on it. But it is a great program and it allows me to do a lot of the editing and a lot of great effects. And I'd highly recommend it as it is pretty cheap, only around $100, and I would recommend getting the Photoshop Elements with it. So the Adobe Photoshop Premiere and Elements bundle. It's a great bundle, especially because you can get an educational version for it. But that's been it, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this short little segment of what Adobe Premiere Elements is, and I would highly recommend kind of picking it up. It is a worth buy, and it will last you a decent amount of time, especially if you keep your system upgraded. But Goober's got some videos on the channel here, and I've got other tech videos if you want to check those out. But make sure you hit that big red subscribe button and gray it out so it's not glaring at you anymore. And hit that bell icon too to stay updated with our videos. But thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.